Hi, everyone. My name is John Schue. I'm with Liberty Mutual Insurance, and I'm here today to tell you how you can customize your insurance policy and only pay for what you need. Guys, I'm totally kidding. But I am going to share more about how we're customizing our digital offerings to offer and deliver a best-in-class customer experience. I'll talk about 3 things today. 1, how we provide convenience through SMS, which is texting, through our text for customer service capability. 2, how we are leveraging digital channels to drive adoption. And 3, how we create seamless experiences for the customer. Before I jump in, I have to tell you guys a story about my trip down to New York yesterday. Yesterday was a beautiful, crisp fall morning in Boston. Who here is from Boston? All right, we have a good Boston crowd here. I decided to drive down to New York. I was about an hour outside of the city, and as I was getting off I-91 South to hop on the Merritt, those of you who have done this drive know exactly where I'm talking about. Traffic came to an abrupt stop. I hit the brakes to avoid slamming into the car in front of me. However, the person behind me didn't react as quickly and rear-ended me. Don't worry, everyone was okay, but in the moment, my Dunkin' iced coffee exploded into the windshield, and obviously I was a little bit shaken up. I took a few deep breaths, wiped up my coffee, and called the police to report the accident. When it was time to present my insurance card, I opened up the glove box and found maybe 17 napkins, an empty bottle of hand sanitizer, and a spare set of keys I had been looking for months. But after what felt like a really long time, I still couldn't find my insurance card. And the last thing I wanted to do while sitting on the side of the road with the police officer at my window was hop on the phone with my insurance company. But thankfully, with Liberty Mutual, you can text a customer service rep, so I did. This is one example of how SMS is providing convenience for Liberty Mutual customers. When we think about texting, a lot of us think about texting with family or with friends, or maybe even receiving a one-way alert or notification from a business. The newer space is having a conversation with a business, and we are testing into this new use case as we look to expand upon our SMS capabilities. And the demand from people is evident. 78% of people want to have a text conversation with a business. Before we jump in and talk through how SMS is providing value for Liberty Mutual customers, let's pause and take a look at the history of Liberty and our company vision. Think back to the year 1912. I assume that no one in this room was alive then, but I'm going to share a couple of fun facts from 1912. 1, the Girl Scouts were founded. Not only have they made the world a better place, but it causes a debate in our house every spring on which cookie is better, Thin Mints or Caramel Delights. Thin Mints. This is also the year that Fenway Park opened. I know I'm in enemy territory right now, but go Red Sox. Well, this is also the year that Liberty Mutual was founded and wrote its first insurance policy in workers' comp. Liberty has sold insurance for 107 years. Think about that. That's a really long time. And in today's digital world, we don't want to act like we've been selling insurance for 100 years. We want to figure out how to innovate and how to stay relevant. Liberty is committed to helping people protect and preserve what they earn, build, own, and buy. Our company grew quickly and started adding other kinds of protection, like our first auto policy, which you see here in 1918. This is actually an ad that ran in the New York Times. And this is one example of what sets Liberty apart. Liberty, when there is a new medium, thinks about the business application and isn't afraid to test it. In 1920, we used the then new medium of film to produce a film about workplace safety. And we actually partnered with Paramount Pictures to produce the film. As innovators, we pioneered escalator safety by helping to create the emergency stop switch in 1946. As this technology was being introduced to the world, it is now in every major airport, shopping mall, office, you name it. We continued to grow through acquisition in the 1990s through adding more commercial and risk carriers. One of our biggest acquisitions was in 2008 when Seattle-based Safeco Corporation became a part of Liberty. We're continued to focus on customer innovation, and we want to continue to think about new business applications for new mediums. And this is why we created Solaria Labs in 2016. Solaria Labs is an incubator for new product ideas and creative thinking. The lab is pretty agile and has more of a startup feel to promote curiosity and creativity. As we think about how our company has evolved compared to recent advancements in technology, the pace of change is only getting faster and faster and faster. We have to do the same. We're constantly evaluating and responding to changes in customer expectations to deliver customer experiences that are aligned with how the customer is changing. The mobile landscape is one example of that, as it's changed tremendously over the past decade. Take the smartphone, for example. 12 years after the iPhone was invented in 2007, nearly every one of us here today has a smartphone. This completely changed the way we communicate, not only with each other, but also with brands. As a result, Liberty has to continue to find a way to meaningfully connect with customers, and today, that's more than print and TV. That means through the smartphone, and one of the biggest opportunities is through SMS. We like to joke around the office and tell each other, don't act like a 100-year-old insurance company. Let's act more like a startup where we're empowered to voice new ideas and test new ideas. Our marketing approach is aligned to our company's commitment to the customer with innovation at the core. At the end of the day, we want to deliver a best-in-class customer experience. Our SMS program is one example of how we deliver on that. We have call centers all over the country where customer service reps handle customer questions over the phone. We get all sorts of questions pertaining to billing or their policy. Insurance is complicated, and we want to ensure transparency with our customers. We now give customers the option to text us service-related questions, which is providing a lot of value to the customer. Not only is it convenient, but now customers don't have to wait on the phone to speak with a service rep. Research shows that people are texting more and more. People text 5 times more than they make a phone call on average. When is the last time someone here made a phone call? Did you even make one today? Maybe yesterday? Some of us maybe last week. A person sends or receives 32 text messages per day while only making 6 phone calls per day. Wow. Not only do people prefer to text, but think about how much more convenient it is to send a text than a phone call. Why is that? A lot of us feel compelled on the phone to make small talk. Hi, how was your day? How's it going? Where sometimes all you want to do is make a simple transaction. We're able to provide more efficient customer service via text, compared to yesterday's phone call for simple customer inquiries. And this is why we're really focused on creating frictionless digital experiences to drive adoption. As we think about scaling the texting program, we have to drive awareness. We're leveraging email and Movable Ink to drive adoption and engagement for SMS. Why email? Email is a much larger, more established platform for us with broad reach. We're targeting email campaigns at different points in the customer journey where we know our customers have service-related questions. Take the monthly billing email, for example. If you receive this email and the amount isn't what you're expecting, you as a customer will want an immediate response. And texting allows us to deliver on this premise. As we started to promote SMS in some of our emails, one of the pain points we saw is that customers weren't engaging with SMS when we were listing the phone number in the email creative. We wanted to improve on this experience and allow customers to easily be able to text us. This is where Movable Ink comes in. We created a seamless customer experiencing by targeting mobile email opens to initiate a texting conversation in just one tap. Most of us read our emails on our mobile device, and so we're solving for the majority here. If you look at the new creative, you can see we added a button for users to simply tap to text in literally just one click. From a tech standpoint, we were sniffing devices to understand what platform our users were on, and then when we knew someone was on their mobile device, we were taking that user directly from their email app over to their messaging app to initiate a conversation with one of our service reps. Movable Ink empowered us to create a more integrated user experience. These are some of the texts that we started to receive. Customers were texting us with questions around their bill, what is the due date, can they extend their payment date. They're also asking us questions around their policy. Am I covered for a rental car? Can I get a copy of my ID? These are the exact conversations our service reps were having over the phone, but are now having over text, which is much more efficient. We also saw a tremendous increase in adoption and engagement around SMS. There was a 7x increase in the number of monthly text conversations from email during this test. We're able to bridge customers from reading an email to immediately getting in touch with a customer service rep in literally one click. We do have to be mindful of legalities and compliance, as SMS is a highly regulated space, which, trust me, isn't always the fun part of the job. But we're committed to protecting customer information, and this is integral to our go-to-market strategy. Before I close, I have to confess something to you guys. I didn't get into an accident yesterday. It happened on my last trip to New York. But I still remember how flustered I was in the moment, especially when I couldn't find my insurance papers. There are 3 things I want everyone to take away from today, though. 1, convenience. SMS is providing convenience to our customers, whether you're sitting on the side of the road after just getting an accident and you need to get a hold of your insurance company, or you're reading an email and the monthly bill isn't what you're expecting. To have the ability to text gives our customers an immediate and a quick solution to answer any of their questions. Number 2, adoption. We're able to drive adoption through leveraging other digital channels that have more established reach, like email. 3 is seamless experience. We strive to make the end-to-end experience as frictionless as possible so that customers can easily get in touch with us, whether it's through email and just having a button for users to tap to text or any other way to make sure that experience is as seamless as possible. In closing, we're continuing to evaluate new use cases for SMS. Liberty is actively expanding capabilities across our claims organization and testing new use cases throughout the customer journey to add value to the business. Speaking of which, I was actually able to text my claims adjuster photos from the accident and move my claim along a lot faster. With that, thank you so much for your valuable time today.